My life would be different if I hadn't met Nikki because
like my whole life would really be different if it weren't for Nikki.
The day I met her, nothing's been the same since.
I woke up the next morning with this like newfound appreciation for life. And she told me her entire story that night, and I was just blown away. I was blown away by all the things she had accomplished. And she told me that she was, you know, flying planes around the world, and then she managed Waylon, and then on top of everything, and then she was like, oh yeah, and I have pancreatic cancer.
The experience of her getting it and going through it was very scary for me. I was very scared to call her. I was scared to even talk to her, you know. Like when I finally went to see her, I mean, from that point on, I mean, I wrote that song Born Again about her in my vacuum of not really being able to contact her.
The weaker her body got, the stronger her spirit got, and the more determined and the more fierce she became. And I think that's what I found to be one of the most impressive displays of courage I've ever seen in any human.
Ain't this life so bittersweet? In our journey and who we meet.
I just remember like sitting in her loft. I'm gonna try not to cry. Sorry. But I remember like sitting in her loft and like drinking vodka and talking about all this stuff, and that's when I wrote those lyrics to that song. You know, ain't this life so bittersweet.
My life would never have had some of the adventurous experiences that she gave me, because Waylon was a full-time job, you know, traveling with him, making his home, you know, just bridging the gap with all that he did. And he was very, very productive and prolific in what he did. But she could pull me out into something. And she died as vibrantly as she lived. And this one life, you know, I can't say how much it meant to me.
I think Nikki's vision for this foundation was kind of her vision for everyday life, and all the people that she invited into her life, you know, was to make them like shine brighter, you know. Because of Nikki, she made so many people shine, and she didn't even realize it, you know. It was like even just meeting her for like 10 minutes, you left with a smile, you know. And I think that pancreatic cancer is a horrible thing that takes a lot of people away from us too soon. And I think that she would have wanted us to carry the torch and help people smile and help people shine and help bring that light to different people's lives. And that's what the Nikki Mitchell Foundation is for. I really think so.
No one talks about pancreatic cancer because it's a horrific death sentence. 73% of people diagnosed die within the year, and only 2% of government funding is given to pancreatic cancer research. Nikki's whole life was about helping people, and even in her last days, she challenged us to start this foundation so that people wouldn't have to suffer like she did.